Hey guys, Flo from Off to Lens here. Today we're talking about the new Wandrd Prvke 41 litre. As you probably know, I've been using the Prvke backpacks for a couple of years now. I had originally started with a 21 litre, which I have reviewed already, and then later got a 31 to accommodate my video kit, and that bag became my main backpack for work as well as travel. In this video we'll talk about what I like about the new 41, how does it compare to my 31 litre, what could be improved, and whether or not I would recommend it. Before I start, don't forget to subscribe to see more videos like this one, and let's jump into it. My history with Wandrd. So before I dive into the actual review, here's a bit of my history with Wandrd. I originally got the 21 litre to use as a more compact bag than the f-stop ones that I had at the time to mainly carry my photography kit. After using the Prvke for a few weeks, I couldn't go back to any other bags and decided to get the 31 as well so I could fit my filmmaking kit. The 21 then became my wife's backpack. During that time, I had made a review of the 21 without being asked by Wandrd at all, and then we started to get chatting since the video got a lot of traction, and since then, we have been using most of their bags. We have the duffel bag, travel packs, city packs, and even the biggest hiking one that I also use to ski with. But the one I use the most is definitely the Prvke 31 litre. I took it to Antarctica for work, to New Zealand for travel, to Shanghai, as well as across Europe and many other places with different kits each time. I use my BMPCC6K and 4K kit, my C200 kit, my drone, and now the 6K Pro. A few weeks ago they reached out to me and asked if I was interested in testing out the new 41 litre, which I said yes to, of course. As always, I'm only collaborating with brands that I trust and whose products I actually use. I have used dozens of bags in the past 10 years and the Prvkes are hands down my favorites. Feel free to use the link in the description if you decide to get one after watching this video. So what are the Prvke bags? To put it simply, the Prvkes are a series of travel and camera backpacks. They differ in size going from 21 all the way to 41 and come in different colors and can be bought in photography or pro bundles. No matter the size you choose, they all feature a quick draw side access, a removable camera cube, a laptop and tablet sleeve, a clamshell opening system, magnetic handles, an expandable roll top, a tripod and water pocket, a hidden passport pocket, a large pocket at the front, and on top of that, they're weather resistant, look good, have a lifetime warranty, and are ridiculously comfy. Wandrd have recently upgraded the entire Prvke line with a bunch of new features and modifications that I will mention a bit later. There is also a new Prvke Lite, which is 11 to 16 litre and doesn't feature a removable cube but still comes with built-in padding and is missing a few features of its bigger brothers. Comparison to my original 31 litre and why the need of the 41. So why am I interested in a 41 litre? As you know, my main line of work is documentary filmmaking, and depending on the kit and the job, it can mean carrying a lot of gear, so usually the more room, the better. Also, I have recently upgraded my BMPCC6K to the Pro version, which is a bit larger and heavier, so the extra room is very welcomed. I am showing the 41 litre with a deep cube inside, since I am most likely to use this combo with my biggest camera kit. I also got the photography combo, which includes weight straps, accessory straps, and a rain cover. I really recommend it, especially if you do intend to use this bag when hiking or with lots of gear. And on top of that, I also got the new premium accessory straps, since they feature the new magnetic quick release buckle system. These accessory straps are extremely handy to carry jackets or sleeping bags, for example. So here are the main differences between the two. Keep in mind that my 31 litre is the original model. So on first impressions, my 41 litre looks much better built and smoother. Size. Of course, the 41 litre having 10 extra litres is larger, taller and slightly heavier. The bag is 53 by 32 by 23 cm with a volume of 41 to 46 when the roll tab is fully extended, and it weighs about 1.7 kilos, which is 3.7 pounds. The 41 litre only comes in black, whilst the 21 and 31 also come in blue and green. I have black for all my bags. Stronger magnet. The magnets on these newer versions are now super strong, which was one of my few complaints about the previous models. Interior organization. The new bags now feature interior organization pockets where you can store accessories. This can be cables, cards, anything. Different back panel. They also have updated the back panel. It was already very comfortable and still is, it just feels more premium and padded. Passport pocket location. The passport pocket has been moved slightly higher and is now hidden behind another new feature, which is a luggage pass-through, which I have been missing in my 31 litre, especially when flying for work. New sternum strap. The sternum strap has also been updated to the new system, which is quicker and more streamlined than the standard one. The 41 litre also allows me to use the deep cube, as I was mentioning before. I normally use the essential cube, which works most of the time. However, with the 6K Pro and a viewfinder attached, the deep is much better suited and allows me to also carry more lenses since I can stand up. What I like about the Provoke 41 litre. What I like the most about the 41 litre is that it retains all the great features that made the original 31 my favorite backpack, whilst adding new ones and fixing small issues. And all of that in a bigger form factor, more suited to the amount of gear I need to carry for my type of work. This bag is extremely comfy. The first time I used it, I went on a hike for 3 hours with my BMPCC6K Pro, a Canon EOS R with both Canon zoom lenses attached, 5 batteries, a large bottle of water, my lunch, as well as extra clothing. And as with my 31 litre, despite the load, I was very comfortable the whole time. I've always been a fan of the straps and back panel, and if you're like me and own several bags, you know the feeling you get when the backpack fits perfectly and it feels right. It protects my gear. Of course, the reason I need a bag like this is to be able to carry my video and photo gear and know that it is well protected. The fact that these bags are weather resistant is a huge plus for me. During my time in Antarctica, I mistreated the 31 litre quite a lot. Dropping it on the ground, dragging it on snow, ice, rocks, and sometimes even on penguin droppings. I even had it on the Zodiac and we got caught in a snowstorm and the bag got absolutely drenched with both salt water and snow, but of course not the gear inside. I also like that these bags don't scream camera bags. I've said that before, but they are quite plain, especially in black. Of course, with the deep cube, the 41 litre is a bit bulky, but it is very streamlined compared to other styles, and the fact that I can fit the same amount of gear as a decent sized Pelican case is pretty sweet. With a 41 litre, I can actually fit my 31 litre cube, which is the essential one, in a roll top section on the top, which allows me to carry quite a bit of gear. Alternatively, you can also not use any cubes at all, and these bags become regular backpacks. I also found the Provoke series to be easier to get used to. They feature enough pockets, especially with the new versions, to fit all that you need, but also not too many that you end up with zippers everywhere and forget where you put your stuff. They look great. Of course, this is a personal opinion, but I like that they bridge the gap between an outdoor backpack and a city one. I always found that my previous camera bags looked great when I was hiking or on a job outdoors, but didn't quite fit in when I was in a big city or when I wasn't carrying too much gear in, and the bag started to cave in. I also love that I can still use the 41 litre as carry-on, since it doesn't look extremely bulky or heavy. What I don't like about the 41 litre. Now, of course, nothing is perfect, even though this bag comes pretty close. First thing that I'm not a big fan of is how big the bottle pocket is on the side. I love the way it works, it's the same on the other versions, which is that it opens outwards, and I found this system very clever and handy. However, on the 41 litre, I feel like it is slightly too small when not extended to fit a normal size bottle, or too big when expanded that the bottle moves around too much. On my 21 and 31, for example, whatever bottle I use stays in place. Of course, you can always carry 2 bottles or use something else to stop it moving, like food, clothes, anything. For a tripod though, it works very well. The second thing that bothers me a little is that they removed the middle flap that used to sit between the cube and the inside of the back panel. I like having it because it meant that I could still close off the cube section instead of having to use the zippers on the actual cube. When I was on a job, this is the way that I used to do it 90% of the time. Of course, the actual back panel acts as a flap when closed against a cube, but I would still prefer another layer of separation. Just a note on the cube as well, even though the newer cubes are better built, more resistant with thicker padding, I like that the previous models had 2 zippers, which made it more convenient than having to open and close the cubes using the same one and having to go around the whole cube each time you want to fully open or fully close it. The handles are also quite thick, and whilst it is great and comfortable when I use the cube outside of the bag, it also means that the handle takes quite a bit of room in the bag and pushes up towards the top compartment a little. These are definitely not deal breakers, and I'm being very picky here, but I thought I should still point them out. Would I recommend the Provoke 41 litre? I would 100% recommend this bag. The 31 litre is my favorite backpack, period. And this one is the same, except with more capacity. And with the addition of the new features, such as the new sternum strap, the organization pockets, the luggage pass-through, as well as the new padding, it makes for a very good looking and super comfortable backpack. Finding the right backpack can be quite challenging and even frustrating at times. It took me years to finally get a bag that I didn't wish was different. Now, to be honest with you, if you're in a market for your first camera bag or travel bag, I would suggest the 31 or the 21, depending on your kit. I would only get the 41 if you have a large camera kit like I do, for example, or if you need the depth of the deep cube can give you. No matter what size you end up with, you won't be disappointed. I hope this was helpful to you, and let me know if you already own one of the Provoke series backpacks, or if you intend to get one, and if so, which one. Don't forget to also use the link in the description if you want to get one, And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.